Hi everyone, I'm Terry and welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. Today we're taking a trip down memory lane with a copycat recipe for a seasoning staple, McCormick's Salad Supreme. Many of you might remember this as Shilling's Salad Supreme, but McCormick acquired Shilling's way back in 1947, but kept the name Shilling's until 2002. So even if the name has changed, the flavors are still the same. Whether you're sprinkling it on salads, chicken, or roasted veggies, this blend is a winner. It's sometimes hard to find, especially in small quantities, but the ingredients are simple, so let's make a copycat version. Are you ready? Well, grab your apron and let's get started. Okay, the actual main ingredient is Romano cheese. That's the reason you have to keep it stored in the fridge, just because this is not shelf stable. Now you can use fine grated like this, or if you want a little more texture to it, you can use the fresh shredded. And in a pinch, if you can't find Romano, you can also use Parmesan. It'll have just a little bit different taste, but it's still fantastic. Now the recipe makes 1/4 cup. I'm actually going to triple it, but the measurements I'm going to give you are for the original recipe, which is 1/4 cup. Have 2 tablespoons of Romano cheese. We have 1.5 teaspoons of sesame seeds. Have 1 teaspoon of paprika. Have 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We have poppy seeds next. Calls for 1/2 teaspoon. On a salad, this gives such a nice crunch and a little burst of flavor. It also calls for celery seed, 1/2 teaspoon. I actually love celery seed. It's such a great addition if you're making something like coleslaw. Garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon. Now black pepper, a nice coarser ground black pepper, calls for 1/4 teaspoon. And last but not least is a pinch of cayenne pepper, or a dash. Now that's under 1/8 teaspoon, so if you have 1/4 teaspoon, just do maybe 1/3 of that teaspoon. And that's it, that's all the ingredients. So now I'm gonna just mix it up well, get everything all combined. Have a couple of little lumps of paprika in there that I'm gonna break up. It's not only delicious, but to me it's a really pretty mix too. Because of that Romano cheese, you have the light and the dark contrast there. Now I'm just going to transfer it into a storage jar. I just put a little label on it that said special blend. I'll know what that is. This is an old Parmesan jar, in fact. Put on my lid that has a nice shaker top, and we're all set. Next time you roast some chicken or bake some chicken, sprinkle this on top. It's fantastic, as well as on your salads. It's not just for salads. So there you have it, homemade salad supreme in minutes. It's so much simpler than you might think. Be sure to store it in the fridge and you'll be ready to jazz up any meal. Thanks so much for watching today. I'd love to hear how you use this versatile seasoning, so drop me a line in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great recipes. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. As always, the recipe is just below the like button, as well as a link so that you can print it out. And until next week, have fun in the kitchen.